Flying turns at Knoebels Amusement Park in Pennsylvania. Have you rode it? Is it overrated, overhyped, or underrated? Let's find out.
So catch me if I fall.
Alright, flying turns. I think this roller coaster gets a little bit more slack than it should. Starting out here in this train station, you'll see that we are standing on platforms with screens above us. That's because centrifugal force plays a factor on this ride a lot. Due to the fact that it is a trackless roller coaster, weight distribution along these trains needs to be just right. If you are not fitting of the screens here, they will tell you which gate you have to move to get the balance right on this ride. Like I said, centrifugal force plays a big factor in this ride. Now, you go into a little waiting gate here and you're waiting for the ride cars to show up and for you to get in. And we just so happen to be able to get in the front row. A little bit about Flying Turns is that it is located at Knoebels Amusement Resort in Ellisburg, Pennsylvania. It is a wooden type bobsled ride, and it was manufactured in-house by Knoebels Amusement Resort. The height of this ride sits about 50 feet tall, 1,300 feet in length, and it goes 24 miles per hour. Not very impressive stats, but if you set those stats aside, I think you will appreciate the engineering and ingenuity it took to build this ride. Now, there's some things missing from this ride that a lot of roller coaster enthusiasts like to see on their rides. I'm here to break the mold on that. I'm here because I appreciate the ingenuity and engineering that goes into any and every which way you could possibly think on rides. Now, the fact that this is a trackless roller coaster just still kind of amazes me. I mean, this is the closest that a lot of people are even going to ever get to riding in a bobsled, let alone. Now, it does have a few, I would say, quote-unquote, tracked areas. That is just surely to get the train car in position to experience its trackless sections. Now, a lot of people say that this ride is boring, that it is short, and that it's just not worth the time to wait in line. Ride operations on this ride are going to be slow. Key factors are that you have to do the weight distribution. You don't have a lot of capacity on these train cars. These Larson International trains have 3 cars. In each 3 car, there's only 2 riders. Now, as you go down, you'll hit a little section of trackless, and then you'll hit your main chain lift hill. The main chain lift hill is going to take you to the meat and potatoes of this ride. It is very short, to say the least. But I think that if a ride like this was a little longer, I believe that it would rank up a little higher on a lot of enthusiast lists. I still appreciate the fact that you really feel like you're out of control. There's no track. There's just you in a little bobsled type train going around these turns, and you feel like you're just gliding. It's not very fast, and I understand why, but it's one of those rides where you have to really just appreciate the engineering on it. And I think that if people would take the time to really just appreciate that, I think that they would respect this ride a little bit more. It does seem to be popular when you're at the park, but the only thing that I notice is that I think it might have to do with the operations. The operators are very swift at getting these trains out, but if you have a problem where the weight distribution is off, I feel like that can slow things down a little bit. Now, Knoebels doesn't have a lot of room to really work with this anymore. I don't think they had any plans to either. I think that I don't think it's a one-trick pony, but I think that if there was a larger scale ride like this that was a little longer, I think that it would definitely get a lot more praise. In my opinion, and my final verdict on this ride is that I think that it's worth a ride. I think that everybody should experience a ride on this at least once. That is my opinion. You can agree or disagree down in the comments. But if you want to see more videos like this of analysis on rides, please hit the like button, hit the bell to get notified, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video.